success. It's all about how many likes I get on Twitter or on Instagram. Kids are on Instagram and Snapchat. Coaches are more on Twitter. But they make it into an idol. And we say, listen, you're not defined based on your wins and your losses. You're not defined based on how much money you make, right? You got to know your purpose. You got to know who you are. So we make sure the athletes know that. When you talk about confidence, confidence is really about identity. It's about identity. And the word for identity that we talk about is behave. Okay, the word behave is broken down into two words, be and have, right? Everyone usually focuses on what they want to have. I want to have a championship. I want to have $1 million. I want to have all A's. You need to first focus on the person that you need to be. And you can't sacrifice the person that you want to be. So your faith, your morals, the person you are, that's got to be the bedrock. That's got to be the stability in your life. So you're not defined whether or not you win or lose. You can't just think about, oh, I want to be an all-A student. Okay, are you the type of person that's going to study 3 hours a night? Are you going to go in for extra help? If not, you're not going to have all A's. Same thing, you're saying you want to win a championship, you say you want to be the best team in the state, that's what you want to have. Focus on the team that you need to be. You need to be the team that gets along. You need to be the team that communicates. You need to be the team that's willing to come in, do extra workouts, bonding, all this stuff. You got to be the team that is going to take the bull by the horns and do the mindset training, doing things that your opponents are not doing. Everyone's working physically. Almost everyone is in the weight room. Almost everyone is technique, their skills, their drills. But how many of them are actually working on their mindset too? How many of them are living the lifestyle? You know, it's not, the illusion is this. It's not your team against the other team. It's the lifestyle of your team versus the lifestyle of the other team. And I'll say that again because it's important. It's not your team and your basketball ability against the other team and their basketball ability. It's your team's lifestyle against the other team's lifestyle. If you're living at a higher level than these other teams, sooner or later, maybe it's not this year, you're going to pass all these other teams. And that's why our identity is so important. We need to know our principles and what we believe as a group. Most teams just don't address it, unfortunately. We make sure we address it. So number one, I'm thankful for we have all of our teams before and after every mindset workshop we do with them. They go through the 4 mindset principles on their feet and as a team. Number one, I'm thankful for the opportunity to play. Number 2, I'm aggressive and relentless. I'm aggressive and relentless, which means, again, you're not focusing on winning and losing. We don't want to focus on winning and losing, but we're playing to win. We're going after our goals. We're not afraid of losing. That's mindset principle number 3. I have no fear of losing or making mistakes. And this is, like we said, the biggest thing. Most people are afraid to lose, get laughed at, get made fun of, have to answer to one of their parents, look like a fool in front of the fans, right? They don't want that. They don't want to lose or make mistakes. So we need to train them out of that. They have to get hundreds of mental reps, just like Muhammad Ali. How many times did he say, I'm the greatest, before he was ever the world champion? I have video footage of Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, Michael Jordan, Michael Phelps, all saying they were going to be Olympic champions before they ever won it. Now, this isn't a matter of being cocky. We don't want to create cocky people. We want to create confident people. Going on a little detour there, but on our series on confidence, we have a whole 8-part series on building confidence. We talk about the difference between cockiness and confidence. They're 2 different things. If you're cocky, it's impossible to be humble. If you're confident, you could be extremely humble and extremely confident. You cannot be extremely cocky and extremely humble. It just doesn't work that way. So yeah, number 3, like we said, I have no fear of losing or making mistakes. And number 4 is I never ever give up. Now obviously we could give up when times are tough, we're losing, we kind of quit on ourselves. But we have to remember, a lot of times we quit on ourselves while we're winning. While we're doing well, how many times have you seen teams pump the brakes and then the other team comes back and wins? We have to have a hardcore attitude. When we're winning, we keep scoring and scoring, and eventually we stick them in the ground. We step right on their throat. So again, we want to be playing fair, square, and by the rules, but metaphorically, your team has to be out for blood. Okay? You cannot just let the team come back. You can't just coast at the end. And I get it, like your team might have a big lead, so you might substitute for other players. That's fine. Those players should be looking to score and keep racking up the score. You can't pump the brakes. I'm a big believer in you watch football and the team shifts to the prevent defense. The prevent prevents you from winning, right? We don't want to get caught up in that. We want to keep scoring points and stick the other team in the ground, right? You take the game, now you want to take their heart. And that also sends a message to other teams in the state that they don't want to play you. You're going to blow them out. So you've got to win the psychological warfare. That's an important part of it. So I guess we're towards the end. Any questions that we possibly have about this? any questions, anything with athletes that might be struggling mentally, we'll stick around at the end, but we say it all the time. We want to use basketball as a metaphor for our whole life, right? Using these lessons of confidence, mental toughness, and relaxing under pressure, the athletes can and should be applying this to school, their future careers, and life. Your basketball career is very short, but if we're taking these lessons and it's making us better people, that's the name of the whole game. That's the name of the whole game. Whether we're struggling with something or whether we just want to maximize our potential. Sports, school, or life. Mindset makes the difference. Thank you very much.